What do you think was the key defensively in the third quarter for you guys to break away?
Just trying to keep bodies on bodies. LA is there. I mean, the Clippers are tough if you're letting Kawhi and James get downhill, Zubac on the rim, and we just try to make it tough and send bodies to them. Make them play in the crowd, and that helped us, especially offensively, turn tough possessions into transition and make them run the other way. So we played it to our hands.
You've played against James so many times over the years. How do you view those matchups? I know you had a few individual matchups tonight, but how do you view those matchups against him generally?
I mean, there's nostalgia for sure, but there's still a mutual respect and admiration for, just the fact that we're still out there doing it. And I think right before jump ball, I didn't get to talk to him one-on-one, but I pointed at him like you normally do a jump ball circle, and I kind of mouthed like we're still doing this, which is kind of certain guys around the league that fit that category, especially me and him, Drew, DeMar in my draft class, so pretty special.
Stephen, what have you made of the last two games Brandon's put together? I mean, creating for teammates, taking it, looking for a shot, and doing the little things on the glass, just all around two really good games in a row.
Yeah, you got to stack them together, and again, his task is keep having fun, keep playing aggressive, keep the game simple, and it'll reward you. So we're all trying to do that, and whatever you can do to help the team win. And we need his energy, we need JK's energy. It's kind of like the opposite of last night. Like the stat lines won't necessarily scream as loud, but the intention, the energy, the execution of defensive strategy and all that type of stuff was there for everybody, and you win that way. So that's great.
Along the lines of the stat line, Raymond gave us a stat last night that it was the sixth time four Warriors had scored 20 or more points, and you weren't one of them in your entire career. I mean, what does that say about the depth of and scoring abilities of this group?
Our offense is predicated on using me as shot creator, obviously on the ball, off the ball, but certain games, I'm not going to get a crazy amount of looks, but hopefully we are able to create beautiful offense that way, and other guys, benefit, and vice versa. Guys set great screens for me, get me open. So selfless basketball all the way around, and our job is not to obsess over the stat sheet. It's can we win?
Hey, Steph, since Jimmy arrived, the non-Steph minutes have been less anxiety-provoking, I guess. Do you see it that way, and is it that a little bit easier for you to kind of kick back on the bench and know that team's in good hands?
I mean, yeah, that's the way a great team, operates. And you saw tonight the end of end of the third quarter, beginning of the fourth, Jimmy, Draymond orchestrated, pretty flawless basketball and just dominated the game to where, to your point, we were able to not only maintain but increase the lead and keep the momentum going. And I come in there for 2 minutes in the fourth, game's over. Like, those are beautiful nights to have, especially over the course of the season, just to give ourselves the ability to sustain this effort and this level, throughout the whole way.
Steph, you talked about not worrying about the stat sheet. Kuminga obviously had 20 last night, 9 tonight. But I'm curious, aside from scoring, where did your team feel his impact tonight?
He's going to get a lot of assignments on ball for the, other team's top scorer type vibes through the night on James. James had a big first half, but I felt like he had to work for a lot of it. When he got to the foul line a good amount, but every possession he had bodies on him, and J.K. was, again, just trying to force him into a crowd and use his athleticism and strength. And, we need that point of attack defender, out there to take on that challenge. And he's been doing a great job of that. And the scoring, whether it's there or not, you still have an impact on winning by doing the little things.
Hello, Steve. The Warriors finally beat the Clippers since 2023, the November 13. Did you feel like the team's momentum finally changed after 2 years?
I honestly didn't know that until after the game, and it made sense now that I think about it. But I missed 2 games or 1 game in LA last year. We had a pretty electric game at the end of last year, the last game of the season. Could have gone either way. But early in the year, you want to kind of establish an identity of yourself. I kind of wish I would have known that a little bit. It might have gave us a little bit more juice. But thankfully, we got it done, regardless.
We can't see it right now because of the hoodie, but it looked like you had a pretty nasty scratch on your neck. Do you know what play that happened on, and how are you feeling after 5 games in 8 days to start the season?
Feel pretty good. For the most part, this is pretty dense, crazy, hectic schedule. Some would say an exotic start to the season. And so I had a scratch earlier from the Laker game. This one, I didn't remember what play. I didn't really feel it. It looked worse than it felt. Some would say that's light skin problems too.